we're back. Dr. Jacques Jospitre of Soho MD here at the Bullpen at JP Morgan's healthcare conference. And I have Phillip Ebner here from JP Morgan. Great to have you here.
It's good to be here. Glad to be a part of the Bullpen.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you tell us what brought you here or got you here?
Yeah, so I run the Midwest Life Science Middle Market Banking team for JP Morgan, and obviously this is our Super Bowl. So yeah, we're all here. The whole team's here. In fact, I think it's a little over 3,000 JP Morgan employees. So
wow.
It's just a pretty cool event for the entire life science ecosystem and healthcare ecosystem for that matter.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is the nexus for so much activity in this space.
It is, and it's really fun because I've obviously got clients here from the Midwest, but I also meet so many people globally that come here. The Australian contingent that came, and that's part of the Bullpen, and a lot of Scandinavian companies. So it's pretty cool.
That's amazing. And then in terms of your story, like how did you get into the life sciences and into this sector?
Well, I was a wannabe doctor.
Yeah.
And when I went to school, I was an athlete in school, and when I went to my counselor, they pretty much told me I wasn't getting into med school. So I became a finance major, but so I found the best utilization of both worlds. And I was fortunate enough to have, sitting in Minneapolis, I was fortunate enough to have a lot of med device companies that I knew C-level people, and just kind of evolved into the space, to be honest with you. And it's I'm still learning every day, but it's such a fascinating space.
That's amazing. So you really have created this environment in the Midwest for life sciences.
Yeah, I mean, I say, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, particularly in Minnesota, that it's kind of the Silicon Valley of med device up there.
Wow.
With Medtronic and Boston Sci, and just there's so many offshoots and startups up there in the med device space, as well as contract manufacturing to build those devices. So.
And why do you think JP Morgan's been so helpful for these companies in terms of helping them, realize their vision, their potential, and really, succeed in the marketplace?
Well, the bottom line is these engineers, scientists, doctors, what have you, are great innovators, great developing new devices, new technologies, but what they may not have is business expertise or business skill set. And I think when they bring us into the mix, it really helps them go from A to Z. I like to say we want to be your growth partner.
Totally.
Yeah, you are great at what you do, but you may not understand, okay, here's an avenue that I got to go down. Have I talked to certain strategics? Have I done certain things that help me grow?
Yeah, that's amazing. And then in terms of, 24, like what are the things you're working on now? What are you excited about in this coming year?
I think you're going to see one of the exciting things that I'm very bullish after this week so far. It's not over yet, but I'm seeing a lot of activity in the capital markets that's going to come down the line. I think specifically in life science and healthcare, you're going to see more possible public equity activity, some M&A activity. In fact, Boston Sci just bought I think it was Monday, bought a urology device company. So we're starting to see some activity, which is good, and that's going to have a trickle-down effect to the private markets with capital, and that'll also help the funding of private companies as well.
That's awesome. And in terms of the Bullpen, you've been such a big supporter and part of making this all happen. What are your hopes or wishes for the community?
Yeah. And full disclosure, it's kind of gone beyond my hopes. Or what I've thought of. When Chris and I were talking about it a few years ago, it was really let's get 25 people in Minnesota together and help them navigate the conference and help them grow. And now, and I don't know the numbers. I know it could be over the 1,000 mark. But I think ultimately, Chris and I are both believers of a rising tide raises all ships. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. And we're here to help. I personally, I will accept any call. It may not be the most timely this week, but I'll accept any call from a Bullpen member and try to help them as much as I can. And that's really the objective of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So Phil Ebner from JP Morgan, if you want to find out more information, you can go to bullpen.ventures. His link and bio are there. thank you for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.